Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're taking a look at the TRU Protection True Fit HD Anti-Glare film for the iPhone 5. If you're not a fan of anti-glare, TRU Protection also makes the same product in crystal clear. Each sells for $14.95. What makes the TRU Protection screen protector different is a special applicator that's included in the packaging. So for $14.95, this is how the packaging looks, and I actually already have one right here open, so I can show you everything that comes included. Basically, for $14.95, what you get 2 screen shields, and I've already got one on my phone, which I'm going to take off so I can install another one. You get instructions, you get a microfiber, and you get some adhesive strips. And I'll show you what that's all about in a second. And then here is the applicator right inside the packaging. So I'm going to kind of fold this all out of the way so you can see exactly how it looks. But basically, this is it. So there's a tray inside here, as you can see, that has cutouts for the iPhone's home button and earpiece and proximity sensor and all that stuff at the top. And then these 2 adhesive strips, which are right now are covered with backing material. So basically what you do is you grab your screen protector, which I have right here, and you lay it in here like so. Of course, after you remove the protective strips. So I'm going to just do that real quick. I'm going to take these off, and they give you more of this tape again if you need it. And I'll kind of have to do this sideways because it's easier for me to view it on camera. But basically, you just line it up like that, and taking note of where like the home button is and the cutouts at the top. So once it's in place, you're essentially ready to go. So I've got an iPhone 5 here with a screen protector already on. I'm going to take that off. And obviously, you're going to want to make sure that your screen is 100% clear, and you want to make sure this is lined up as well. Like I'm looking at it right now, it doesn't look exactly perfect. So you want to make sure that those cutouts are all lined up, ideally, or you might have a problem, getting this on. And one of the issues I have is like you got to like pry it out to get it. If you don't put it on right, you really got to like dig in there and get this thing out so that you can put it down properly. And that's just kind of one of the problems with trying to do this through the camera lens. Your kind of like judgment gets skewed when you try to line up something straight. It might look straight, from at the lens, but not be straight when I actually look at it. So I'm just going to take my time and make sure that I get this lined up so that it goes on successfully. And that looks pretty good. So again, once you're ready to go, you grab your phone and you make sure it's totally clean. Now I already had a screen protector on here, and you can use Scotch tape, you can use a microfiber, whatever you want to get any kind of dust off your screen, and you'll be good to go. You want to work fast. When you're ready, you peel this protective backing off. Screen shield should hopefully stay in place, and then you basically just drop the phone into the tray like so, and then press down and kind of lock it in place. You're going to want to hold it for a few seconds because the most challenging part is getting it out and getting the screen shield to stay on the phone itself. So I've been like holding it for about a 10 count, just kind of locking it in, and then you just have to like pry it off. And again, you want to make sure that the screen shield comes off those adhesive strips. So once I get it a little bit off, I've been kind of holding it and then just pulling. And there we go. And you're going to have bubbles. That's okay, though. The most important thing at this point is that your alignment is on, because bubbles like these can be easily, smoothed out with a squeegee or your finger. I'm just using my thumb right now just to go along the screen shield and remove any of these bubbles with my thumb. Again, the applicator will not assist you in making sure that there's no dust under your screen, and that's where bubbles kind of arise. It will assist you in lining up the screen protector with all your cutouts. So if there are any bubbles, again, just use your thumb to push them out. You can use a credit card if you want. What I really find works best is just to take a piece of Scotch tape, and then, keeping the screen shield in place, just lift it up until all the bubbles are gone, and then kind of slowly put it back down. And as you can see, as I do that, there are no bubbles forming. And if there are any along the way, again, I just push them out with my thumb, like so, or finger. And if you get any of that adhesive on the front, you can just rub it off with your thumb. And then once you got all those bubbles out, just remove that piece of Scotch tape and continue to go. So what I end up with is a perfectly installed screen protector. You know, again, if there's any bubbles, you can use Scotch tape to get them out, but I have nothing. As you can see, it's pretty much installed perfect. Now this is AntiGlare. This is my wife's iPhone, so it will dull the screen a little bit as AntiGlare does, but of course not have any fingerprints left behind either. So a little bit of a challenge to install this properly, but if you're someone that has an issue, has trouble installing a screen shield on an iPhone, you know, if you always end up with one that's not straight, applicators like this certainly can assist you in the process. So that's been my brief look at the TRU Protection True Fit Anti-Glare film. Again, it's also available in crystal clear. They come in a 2-pack for $14.95. You can learn more about it via the link I'll put in the video description. I also would love it if you hit the annotation link and read my full review of this over on runaroundtech.com. As always, if you have any questions about what you saw here today, you know you can drop me a line. Otherwise, have a great day.